Learn how to ask specific questions in the present simple tense. Easy formula. Remember, in the English language, questions have a strict word order. Start your question with the question word: when, why, what, who, where, how. When you see WH in the formula, remember it stands for the question word. Next, add do or does. Do before I, you, we, they. Does before he, she, it. Third person singular pronouns. Add the subject. A subject of a sentence is typically a noun or pronoun that indicates who or what is performing the action. Third person singular pronouns: he, she, it require does before them in the question. For example, what does he? Why does she? Where does it? When you use a noun as a subject, think which pronoun corresponds to it. If it's third person singular, use does before it. For example, Sam corresponds to he. So a question can start like this: what does Sam? Lisa corresponds to she. So a question can start like this: what does Lisa? A phone corresponds to it. So a question can start like this: what does a phone? The rest of the pronouns require do before them in the question. How do you? When do I? Who do we? Where do they? The same way, nouns that correspond to those pronouns will also require do before them in the question. Kate and John, they. How do Kate and John? Now you try and add an auxiliary verb, do or does. Where do you? Why does he? When do Tom and Liz? How does Sam? What does Texas? Add the verb. Even though in the third person singular, verbs typically add s or es to form the present tense. For example, he likes. In questions, verb do not have s or es, zero ending, because it has been already added to the auxiliary verb. Do plus es equals does. What do you want? Why does Lorna like apples? Where does he live? How does it work? When do Trevor and Dawn plan to meet? Test yourself. Now you try and ask specific questions about the underlined parts of the sentences. For example, Nina goes to school in the morning. In the morning, when? When does Nina go to school? In the morning is not included in the question because we asked this question about this part of the sentence. Nina goes to school in the morning. To school? Where? Where does Nina go in the morning? To school is not included in the question because we ask this question about this part of the sentence. I like ice cream because it's sweet and cold. Ice cream. What? What do you like? I like ice cream because it's sweet and cold. Because. Why? Why do you like ice cream? Ian and Ben ride the bus to school. Ride the bus. How? How do Ian and Ben get to school? Questions that start with who and ask about the subject of the sentence do not have an auxiliary verb do or does after who. The question is about the subject, noun or pronoun, so there will not be a subject in the question itself. Who gets up in the afternoon? Who watches TV in the morning? Who rides in the car? A dog rides in the car. Who takes a train to work? A woman takes a train to work. Even though the who question that asks about the subject of the sentence always has an ending s after the verb, in the answer, if the verb is not after the third person singular noun or pronoun, there is no s after it. Who listens to music? I listen to music. Questions that start with who and ask about the object of the sentence require an auxiliary verb do or does after who. Lena likes her teacher. Her teacher is the object of the sentence that answers the question who. Who does Lena like? Test yourself and ask questions about the object of the sentence. I go to school with my brother. Who do you go to school with? Anna talks to her friend every day. Who does Anna talk to every day? They play tennis with one another. Who do they play tennis with? And now ask questions about the object or the subject of the sentence. She plays volleyball. Who plays volleyball? She plays volleyball with her friend. Who does she play volleyball with? We listen to music. Who listens to music? We listen to music with our friends. Who do we listen to music with?